Cin7 Core is robust inventory management software that plugs into QuickBooks Online. It's built about 10 years ago in New Zealand, came to the US a couple years ago, and I'm going to give you a walkthrough. So we'll start on the dashboard. That's a good place to start. Slowly scroll down. One of the reasons to purchase inventory software is to give visibility to your entire team. And it's great to have online software so you can give easy access as well, so your team can have easy visibility. Now let's take a look at the menu bar over here on the left hand side. We've got purchasing, sales, so we can have purchase orders and sales orders. Production, we've got production orders or assembly work orders. Inventory views to see locations and quantities. And financials, this is one thing that Deere has that really puts them in the robust category, is their robust accounting features. CRM is another reason why I classify Deere as robust. They have some CRM features. And reporting as well. And then, of course, these days we've got to have integration. So let's look at each one of these one by one and just give a quick overview of what the Deere features has in store for us. So we'll start at the top and take a look at purchasing. We've got simple purchase, advanced purchase, and then also I like the reordering tools, reorder for back orders, and the reordering tools. The reorder tool helps you decide what to purchase and helps you create a purchase order based on reorder points and min and max levels and vendors imposed rules for minimum purchase requirements, right? So think about when you're purchasing inventory software to the power of the automation to help you decide what to purchase. Well, now let's take a look at the purchase order screen. Just place to enter your orders. That's what the fields look like there. And also, one thing I like to point out is there's a little bit of control with accounting here. We can choose which account to use from the purchase order screen. I think that's a great feature. And of course, we can add items that we want to purchase. And previously with the reordering tool, obviously the reordering tool would create a purchase order that you can see here and then issue the purchase order, send the purchase order to the vendor. We've got additional costs here for shipping and whatnot. So this is a simple purchase. Now this is interesting design of Cin7 Core, formerly known as Deere, is they've got a simple purchase, advanced purchase, and a simple sale and advanced sale. Kind of an interesting design, but gives you more power and more visibility and more capabilities in different areas. And this advanced one, I'm going to take a look at this over here to the right, scroll down, and we've got some additional tools that will appear at the bottom if we're receiving payment for purchasing. Notice the one difference on the left-hand side is we can create a supplier invoice. So Deere handles inventory prepayments when you're prepaying to the vendor really well. Now let's take a look at sales. We're just going to kind of fly through this. This is just a quick demo. Fly through sales, and on the sales side as well, there are features to help with receiving prepayments from your customers as well. So, and then it syncs back to QuickBooks and everything's clean. Also, we can create a quote and convert it to a quote for sales orders. We can do that on the purchasing side too. Create a vendor bid request and convert it to a full sale. RMAs, handles RMAs, and of course has a place to manage your customers. When plugging in a Cin7 Core to QuickBooks Online, you'll have a greater capacity to manage contacts. As you know, in QuickBooks Online, there's kind of a limitation on the number of contacts you have, but of course not in Cin7 Core, there's not. Now with production, Deere Systems has robust production, a place to create your bills of material or your assemblies. Different software programs use different languages, and of course be able to track what goes in and comes out of the bill of material. Notice we can load the bond there using the bill of material language. We can also disassemble with Cin7 Core, do job costing, and more complex production orders. So one feature I like in Deere is more of a capacity planner, where if you reschedule one work order, the work order connected to it can be rescheduled as well. So kind of a Gantt chart as well. Of course, you can see your inventory availability. You can make stock take or physical counts and do transfer orders from site to site. So Deere Systems has site tracking and location tracking, bin tracking. And on that note, we'll also pull in this guy here. This is the mobile warehouse management tool. So you can pick, scan picks and receive, scan and receiving and packing. And of course do a stock take, or what we often call a physical count or a cycle count, and transfer. Of course we can print labels. And also there's a point of sale feature if you have a storefront just in front of your warehouse. Take a look at inventory availability. You can see your product name and location, on hand, availability, on order, stock value. So some good visibility of what's going on with your inventory. Backing up, talking about visibility, and I went to warehouse management. I think it's important to check out the picking screen. Now there's not a picking screen per se, but there is a fulfillment tab on the sales list. So if we go to the sales list, we've got the general sales list of all the sales orders and their statuses, both payment status and fulfillment status. And if we look at accounting, we'll see the payment statuses of these sales orders as well. And then what I was going to get to is the fulfillment statuses. And this is where you can decide what to pick and when to pick. There's a nice filter over here to the right, choosing, okay, what's in the packing mode, what's ready to pick, what's ready to start the pick, ready to ship. So all the different fulfillment statuses to help you find what you're looking for and progress the fulfillment of the order to the next stage. Print out pick tickets, print out packing slips, and everything you need to fulfill the order. And of course, on the production side, we also have a similar screen that shows us the status of production to push production through its progress. So a similar screen for production orders, which are more of an advanced type of assembly with multi-levels and the capacity planning I was talking about, the Gantt chart and whatnot. Here's the visibility that will be helpful for seeing the status of these different production orders if you're in more advanced, robust manufacturing. And once again, a thing that I like to point out with Deere Systems is the ability they give you to choose accounts to map specific transactions to is a feature I like about Cin7 Core, formerly known as Deere. Here's a good view of the multiple level work orders being managed by this specific production order here. You'll see we've got kind of an advanced multi-level, multi-step production order with multiple assemblies or work orders on it. each one having its own status. Okay, it's tough to keep these short. Just this one's going to be a quick run through of Cin7 Core. So let's go to the section on financials. So in Cin7 Core, which is primarily an inventory management system that connects to QuickBooks Online, you can actually receive money and spend money and transfer money and even make journal entries. Now, don't think that Cin7 Core is going to replace your accounting software. I don't think it can. Accounting software does a lot of other things with AR management and AP management and bank reconciliations, and Cin7 Core I would not classify as a true ERP that can completely replace your accounting software, right? But it does have some neat features in it that really feel like accounting, like receiving money and spending money, paying vendors, and this really helps with the need to track prepaid inventory, which has become really popular in the recent decade, recent 5 years. People didn't really prepay for inventory 20 years ago, did they? But Cin7 Core, formerly known as Deer, is Johnny on the spot with that. Now, here's another feature to notify or to make notice of is the CRM type features. So you can create a lead that will not go to QuickBooks. Once you convert the lead, then at that point it will go to QuickBooks and recognize it as a customer. So some light CRM, even some opportunity tracking. So if you want to know what someone is wanting to buy but not yet ready to purchase, we can track opportunities and progress that opportunity through to a sale. Now let's take a look at their reports: purchasing, sales, inventory reports, financial reports. Let's take a look at sales overview report in this demo system. We've got a sales overview report. Not much data to see in a demo system, but it's there. Audit reports. Auditing is a big deal. Who done it? When did they do it? Why did they do it? So we can hold people accountable and ensure that people are doing the right things. Probably one of the most important things to have success with your inventory software is that the users are doing the right thing. Now let's look at integrations in Cin7 Core. As you see, it integrates with QuickBooks Online. Let's look at each one separately. So it integrates with Xero, and QuickBooks Online does not integrate with QuickBooks Desktop as to the date of this recording, which is July 2023. Does have some B2B features which come in handy with wholesale distribution. If you want your customers to log into Deer and place their own order. Deer also has a robust API. If you need to create any custom integrations, Deer has a point of sale system, and it also integrates with a couple of point of sale systems. And the point of sale system can be run from an app. So if you would like to run your point of sale system from an app, probably get a better idea of this if we turn it on its side. This looks like a better point of sale system that we just need to log into. Warehouse management. So this is what I showed you earlier, the Cin7 Core warehouse management tool. This guy right here. Forgot to mention it also does delivery. That's a good thing to point out if you do delivery, a feature for delivery. And it integrates with payment processors. Authorize.net, Stripe, little list of payment processors there. Also, if the features that Deer provides, just the light CRM features that Deer provides, are not enough, we can also plug in HubSpot or another CRM to help with your closing sales. Following up on fulfillments and tracking your opportunities through the pipeline can really help you increase your sales if you're more of a B2B type of business model. Now, Here we get into e-commerce. We integrate with Shopify, or Cin7 Core integrates with eBay, Amazon, Magento, WooCommerce, all the big players you'll see on here. Inventory Planner is more of a tool to help you decide what to purchase, and that's a great tool as well. One of our customers uses this to help them decide what to purchase. Another one to point out that is going to integrate with Deer Systems, or excuse me, Cin7 Core soon, is ConverSite. So look for that. That's probably coming soon. Good tool to help you decide what to purchase. If the tools I showed you earlier, the reordering tools, are not robust enough, not adequate enough, like maybe you need more complex forecasting, ConverSite is going to integrate. Shipping tools, ShipStation, EasyPost, Ship Theory, all kinds of shipping carrier tools. And then interesting that Stock Trim is over here. I would place Stock Trim next to Inventory Planner. Stock Trim is another inventory software that helps you decide what to purchase. Zapier, that's a great one. You can do a lot with Zapier. Fulfillment services, Fulfillment by Amazon. Forecasting tool, like I mentioned earlier, ConverSite is going to be coming there. And tax management. Now you may feel like we've been through all of it, but these settings are actually a good thing to think about. Cin7 Core has automation tools to help automate some of your workflow. That's a powerful tool to have. Tools to help you edit the printouts and edit the email templates. Any kind of editing is a powerful tool to have. Sales templates, point of sales templates, CRM templates, different templates that you need to edit. Need the flexibility. Customize the software just for your needs, right? Also, user roles and user rights are a big deal. We don't want the wrong people doing the wrong thing. And one of the best ways to keep people doing the right thing is to create a user role for them. So having robust user right assignments is a very important thing for inventory software. Notice all the different areas you can give or take away specific rights. This leaves you a lot of flexibility and a lot of peace of mind to allow some people into the software where in other places you would not want them to be. So you can give them just limited rights so they can do their receiving and picking or packaging, and also give sales reps rights to some areas and not others, and you get the idea. So having robust user rights is really important. Now this is the area, reference books, where we can set default behavioral settings. Excuse me, that's the general settings. The reference books are areas where we create some lists, like the list of carriers, shipping zones, your brands, if you're tracking brands. So your drop-down list per se. Bank accounts and account mappings to QuickBooks, tax rules. There's where we can manage and customize our custom lists. Units of measure, probably one of the most important things to get right. Product discounts, RMA tracking, lead statuses. We talked about the light CRM features. We can create our own custom statuses to track the progress of a lead from new to mature and ready to buy, right? Set default fields for customers, suppliers, products. It's important for the success of an implementation or an onboarding project to assure that all of these settings are set up correctly so you have a successful experience with the software. Now the general settings that I mentioned, these are the behavioral settings right here. The default behavioral settings. If you choose a certain setting, the software will behave a certain way, in the way that your company needs it to behave. So default behavioral settings are an important part to inventory software as well. And I think that pretty much is a wrap. Wraps it up. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick overview of Cin7 Core, formerly known as Deer Systems. If you have any questions about it or would like to know if this system is right for you, please reach out to us. We provide an assessment service to help small companies find the right software, help you set it up right, and teach you how to use it. To see more demo videos like this of other inventory management software programs in this same market, such as Fishbowl Advance, QuickBooks Desktop, MySys Manufacturing, Advanced ProTech, Activate, Order Time, a couple others, Unleashed, SOS Inventory, Wherefore. There's quite a bit out there. To see other demo videos like this, be sure to subscribe. If you have any requests for a demo video of an inventory management software that plugs into QuickBooks, let us know.